And hello to all my Capricorn friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for December 2021. Now today they've dialed up for you a four-corner spread. It looks at the four main areas that people usually ask about in tarot, which is your love, always a big corner there. We have your health, your finances, as well as work. We're going to look at all of it. They've instructed no extra at the end, so when that happens, they usually like to focus on the main meat and potatoes of the spread, which is the four corners. So we're going to get right into it. We will waste no time. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save time. Now I'm going to bring you in so you can watch. Go ahead and hit the like button and build up the energy in here. Let's see what we got for Capricorn. I think we're on. Yep, there we go. So what I'm doing now, I like to do on camera, they are my ritual cuts. Cuts the decks into 3 different pieces, puts them back together in a separate order, and then they're ready to go. It satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot and is the same procedure as if you were getting a personal private reading from me. So there we go, and then they're ready to run. So let's get going with the four corners for Capricorn. Up here is going to be work. Over here is your love corner. Down here is finance. Still on camera? Okay, good. And over here is health. Pretty large themes all the way around. There is really no easy one to go through. So I can see why they wanted no extra. We're going to focus on these 4. Now I just need an oracle card here. And I think that's the only one. It is. Is it in view though? There we go. That will work. Okay, let's get to work, Capricorn. Let's do it. Zoom out here to the wide angle. I'm going to end with love. Let's get into your work and finance. I like to read those together because for most people they go together. You know, usually that's how you make money is through work. For most of us. So here we go. Work. Okay, Capricorn, the first thing they're talking about for work is that we have, this is a rare definition, but I want to just get it out of the way. I have to give it to you at least because it is a general reading. I have to give you all of it. The first thing that comes up is travel. So some of you may be traveling for work in December. If not, the energetic definition of this card is moving into smoother, calmer waters. So work is starting to ease off a little bit here. And that may be a good thing or it may be a bad thing because here's what they show next. I have the Hangman card upside down. So this is hang-ups. This is not a lot of movement. This is extreme stagnation. Like I said, maybe the break would be nice, but at the same time, a lot of different jobs you make money when times are busy, you know, when you're getting sales and all this kind of stuff. So the stagnation and kind of the pulling back or that whatever is hung up here that they're showing us hung up, extremely hung up actually, could be affecting finances in a possibly negative way. We're going to get more into finance in a second. The other thing they show here is the 5 of Pentacles inverted. This is actually a very good opportune time to make money. It's kind of a mixed message, an interesting way that they put it because it's the opposite of bankruptcy. So some of you may be getting over a phase where your work corner felt very empty or bankrupt. Usually it's not so much financial. It could be, of course, but it's more just like not feeling welcomed, not feeling accepted, feeling a little abandoned, but it shows getting out of that. So now you're entering a warmer atmosphere. So we have moving into a calmer chapter as well as warmer. So very, very nice things to see there. The only kind of booger in there is that hang up with the Hangman card being inverted. You know, I'm not exactly sure how that plays in there, but you know the context is going to be different for everybody, and hopefully you know what they mean by that because this is a general reading. We are sharing quite a bit of Capricorn bubble energy here, so if you're looking for messages that are personal, private, specific only to you, I do offer those on my website scottsagent.com, and quite a variety of different services as well, starting from the simple and the very cheap all the way up to full service. And the best part about all my services is that they're all personal. None of it is the Capricorn bubble energy we're sharing here. As we get into your finances, the first thing they show is taking great authority over your financial corner. They show you guys have done a really good job of that. We want you to continue to do so. When that comes up, you're going to be required to do so, especially in December. They show really kind of making up your mind about things. It's less about the authority as far as action, but just more about authority up here. Authority in your head, in your mind. With the swords is always a very cerebral suit. So that's what they're showing there. There is a decision that needs to be made that comes through with the Judgment card inverted. So there's some major decision financial that you guys have not made yet, or is looming, or is coming up. Perhaps you even know what this is. December presents itself as a good time to do that. For some of you, they're saying that this is like a heartbreak thing. And, usually when heartbreak comes up in the financial corner, it's just like it's money you hate to spend. Like let's say you need a new air conditioner or a new roof on the house. That's a big chunk of money. And it's like, oh, God, I hate to do that, but I need it. It has to be done. That's kind of the vibe here. So that's the heartbreak they're talking about here financially. Usually it's just a bunch of money needing to be spent on something, maybe not necessarily what you'd prefer to do with it. And that probably goes back to the decision that needs to be made too. That's what they're talking about with, this decision that needs to be made financially. Maybe you have a good idea of what they're talking about here. Maybe, something needs to be replaced in the house, like I gave you a couple examples there. So I wouldn't wait on this. It's probably just better to get out of the way here, especially if you know what I'm talking about. If not, let this thing play out a little bit and figure out where they're going with that for you in the context of your life about the decision that you have to make financially. Let's get into your health corner next. Health is next. They show taking great action upstairs. Again, it's just a very, very cerebral month for my Capricorns. Again, we have the Knight of Swords this time. So this is an action in the mind. So now you're making up your mind about things and you're taking action up here. Not so much physical action necessarily, but that can also come up. So a lot of you are deciding things that you're going to do to improve your health, and they want you to do that. They want you to start thinking about these kind of things. This is something that you need to do alone. That message is going to be, of course, different for everybody, but they're saying that when it comes up, it's the Hermit card. That's what lets me know alone. They're basically saying here that this is not something you need to do with a group. You don't need to do this with somebody else. You don't need like an exercise class. This is something that you can just handle on your own. So whether it's, like I mentioned, exercise, or whether it's a diet, or whatever you're trying to do to improve your health, you can do this by yourself. And or it's just one entity too. For example, if you're thinking about taking two different things to, like lower your blood pressure, for example, they're saying one. They're saying you can get this done with one route instead of multiple. The other thing that they show in your health corner here is a message coming in very, very early. So we're going to go get right into the moon cycles, because this is going to line up almost exactly to those. And I like to give you that moon cycle forecast every single month anyway, so it's perfect. But back to this message in the Page of Pentacles here. This is coming in early in December. So for a lot of you, they're letting me know that this is something that you need to bring into your life. It's not so much about getting something out of your life, but we will discuss that for the people that are doing such things like eliminating habits and stuff like that. But for most of you, they're talking about bringing something in. So this is something brand new. And early in the month is the best time to do that. So let's tell you why. The moon cycles. Okay, we have the new moon coming in on December the 4th. That is the best time to bring anything new into your life. It doesn't have to be on the 4th, just any time at the very beginning of the month there. That energy also repeats at the very end of the month, because we start getting into that January new moon energy there. But what you want to avoid is the middle of the month for bringing something new in. The middle of the month, we have the full moon. That happens on December the 18th, and that is the garbage truck of the universe. That's when you want to get something out of your life. Like I gave you that example with the habit. This could also be people or emotional baggage, anything you don't want in your life, really. The middle of the month is the prime time to get rid of it and to get it to stick, using that lunar energy to kind of back you up a little bit here. So anything you want to get out, it doesn't even matter what it is, can be really well placed in the middle of the month. But like I said, if you're trying to get something out, avoid the beginning of the month. Also avoid the end of the month. So timing is huge for the moon cycle. So there's what your moon cycles are doing in December. Good stuff there. Lots of good opportunities there for health too. Got to tell you, that was a very, very positive message. Much more positive than I'm used to reading, because usually when things are positive, there's not a lot to say, but here they wanted to give you kind of timelines. They wanted to give you a little bit of factors that are involved here, so that you can kind of push this forward in a way that'll benefit you and suit you. Before I wrap up with your love corner is the big one. That's where I have the Angel Oracle card too. I do want to tell you about the newsletter program. I just got done doing the biggest giveaway I've ever done. Everybody signed up for my newsletter got a free reading. I do that sometimes. So make sure you're signed up to the newsletter. It's absolutely free. It's at the very bottom of my website, scottsagent.com. You go down to the bottom, you enter your first name, last initial, email address, you send that off, and you're part of the newsletter group. And you get the updates once a month with the newsletter. I send you guys promo codes to save money on readings and services. So all kinds of good stuff there. It's a no-brainer. Absolutely take advantage of that. Also, the Facebook page. I do giveaways on my Facebook page every month around the 20th to 21st, somewhere in there. So make sure you follow that as well. All that's in the description in case you're trying to link up to any of this. So let's get into your love corner here. It's a mixed message. It's very contemplative. Like I said, this is a very cerebral month for Capricorns. It's very much in your own head, making up decisions, making up your mind how you're going to do things, more importantly, when you're going to do things. But the first thing they show in your love corner is the World card. This is a card of completion. This is wrapping things up, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, getting things organized. This can be with your family too. It's not just love relationship only. Your love corner expands out to your family and close friends too. So there's a lot of things getting wrapped up, a lot of closures going on. Mostly good. There is an element here that comes up of unsuccessful. So some of you, but you're getting over this. This unsuccessful part is like popping in, but it's not here long. It's kind of showing that you're getting out of it. You're moving into a more successful category here. So things are getting wrapped up. Things are getting done. Also, if they're not getting done, December is a perfect opportunity to work on that. This is your push in that direction. They want you to get things closured here, get things wrapped up. That's what the World card is all about. It can also be very like travel worldly and traveling abroad and stuff like that, but that's a much rarer definition. Usually it's more about that just complete energy. Up here they have the Thinker card. That is my Oracle Angel card. So again, like I said, very much in your own head. You're thinking, it's a perfect time to do that. Take this month to just be, this is your Capricorn thinking hat month. Really what they're pushing hard. I mean, it's almost in every single one of your corners. So huge themes there. They want you to also slow down a little bit. They don't want you to rush anything in December. We have the slowest card in the deck here in the Eight of Wands inverted. If it was the other way, they'd be letting me know speed and fast. Inverted, it means quite the opposite. So they're talking about slow here. So they want you to slow down and to think, basically. Use this time, like I said, to get in your own head, internalize things a little bit, figure out what you're going to do about things, especially in your love corner. It's not really a time for action, not really a time to, I don't really see meeting anybody new here either, really, for my singles. Probably just not the right time to do so. And this is only for December, so that probably is going to change in January, but we won't know until we get there and read it. But as far as December is concerned, they just want you to slow play it a little bit here with your family, your loved ones, and also your relationship if you are in one. Getting over this unsuccessful part and getting into a phase where it's much like a trophy case, a very emotionally healthy and successful era. So that's what we have there. We have been through all of it. That's it. Very nice, short and sweet and simple for my Capricorns, which is a nice little break from the last couple months, because the last couple months Capricorn energy has been very thick, very, very thick and brutal, a little bit brutal for a lot of you guys. So much nicer to see you guys moving into much warmer and smoother waters here, at least for December. So that's where we're going to wrap up today. I do want to thank you for joining me. I hope you all have happy holidays with your family and loved ones. I will see you soon. Take care. Enjoy.